challenge. Let's be honest, problems are everywhere. You oversleep and rush to work, only to spill coffee on your shirt right before a big meeting. A friend cancels plans at the last minute, leaving you annoyed. Your car breaks down when you least expect it. Or maybe it's something bigger, losing a job, a relationship falling apart, or a sudden health scare. In those moments, our instinct is to resist, to think, why me? Why now? Why this? Problems feel like interruptions, like life going off script. And yet, if you look closely, problems are not rare events. They are life itself. Every day, in small ways and big ways, challenges show up. The question is, how do we deal with them? Do we let problems break us, or do we learn to see them differently? That's what this video is about. Today, we'll uncover Stoic lessons that will change how you see problems, because when you shift the way you view challenges, you don't just survive them, you transform them into opportunities for strength, growth, and wisdom. Stoic lens. The Stoics, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, knew that problems were unavoidable. They lived in a world of wars, plagues, betrayals, and personal struggles, and yet they didn't despair. They discovered a way to face problems with calm and courage. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, carried the burden of leading an empire constantly under threat. He could have complained endlessly about the weight of responsibility. Instead, he wrote in Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, problems aren't roadblocks, they're the path itself. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, but also a target of political enemies, said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." He believed that problems weren't setbacks, but training grounds for resilience. And Epictetus, born a slave, reminded his students, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Despite living with little external freedom, he found inner freedom by choosing his response to every challenge. The Stoics didn't just survive their problems, they used them. And that's why these Stoic lessons will change how you see problems, because they remind us that problems are not obstacles to life's journey. They are the journey. So how do we apply these Stoic lessons today? Let's explore 4 practical strategies you can use right now to change how you see and how you handle problems. Reframe problems as teachers. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" A stressful job may teach you patience. A breakup may teach you self-respect. Even traffic can teach you the quiet art of patience or the uselessness of anger. When you reframe, problems lose their power to frustrate and gain the power to instruct. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics emphasized the dichotomy of control. Some things are in your power. Most things are not. Imagine this. You can't control whether it rains during your outdoor event, but you can control whether you let it ruin your mood. You can't control what others say, but you can control whether you take it personally. And when you stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable, problems begin to shrink. Pause before reacting. Many problems grow worse not because of the events themselves, but because of our reactions. Think of arguments. Often, it isn't the initial disagreement that causes harm, but the angry words that follow. By pausing, counting to 3, taking a slow breath, you create space to respond wisely instead of reacting emotionally. That pause is a Stoic superpower. Turn setbacks into practice. The Stoics saw each difficulty as a chance to practice a virtue. An annoying coworker, practice patience. A financial setback, practice resilience. A moment of fear, practice courage. Instead of resisting problems, see them as exercises for the soul. Just as an athlete grows stronger by lifting heavier weights, you grow stronger by carrying life's challenges. These are not quick hacks, they are daily habits. And if practiced consistently, they reveal why these Stoic lessons will change how you see problems. Because instead of running from them, you start learning from them. Deeper reflection. Let's look deeper. Why do problems feel so heavy? Because we think they ruin our plans. But what if they are the plan? Imagine life as climbing a mountain. Every loose rock, every steep path, every storm feels like a problem. Yet those very struggles are what make the climb meaningful. Without them, there is no growth, no story, no victory. The Stoics understood this. They believed that problems are not punishments. They are the raw material of greatness. Without resistance, there is no strength. Without obstacles, there is no courage. Here's a thought experiment. Think of the person you admire most, a leader, an artist, a mentor, or even someone in your family. Now ask yourself, would you admire them if their life had been free of struggle? Or do you admire them because of the way they carried themselves through challenges? That's the Stoic lens. Problems don't diminish you, they define you. And when you adopt this mindset, something shifts. The world stops feeling hostile. Life stops feeling unfair. You begin to see that every problem carries within it an opportunity to grow, to learn, to strengthen your character. This is why Stoic lessons will change how you see problems, because they reveal that problems are not enemies to be feared, but allies in disguise. Empowerment close. So let's bring this together. Life is full of problems. Always has been. Always will be. But you have a choice. You can see problems as burdens, or you can see them as teachers. Marcus Aurelius turned obstacles into the path. Seneca turned hardship into strength. Epictetus turned chains into freedom. And you can do the same. Remember the Stoic strategies. Reframe problems as teachers. Focus only on what you can control. Pause before reacting. Turn setbacks into practice. These are not just tips, they are a way of living, a philosophy that transforms frustration into growth and problems into opportunities. The next time life throws a challenge your way, and it will, pause. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? How can this problem shape me into someone stronger? Because here's the truth. The size of your problems doesn't define you. The size of your response does. And when you choose to see problems through the Stoic lens, you gain a kind of freedom the world cannot take away. That's why these Stoic lessons will change how you see problems, not just for today, but for the rest of your life. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who's struggling with their own challenges. And remember, calmness, wisdom, and strength aren't found by avoiding problems. They're found by transforming them.